podcast. I am your host, Eli. Today, I'm giving out one shout out to a friend of mine. He has his own YouTube channel called Tim B. I'll leave a link in the description for this one, for his channel. Check him out. He does a lot of mobile gaming, and it's really fun. I like his content a lot. So today, we are here with Pilly and Tuhi again, as always. How you guys doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
How you, Pilly?
I am decent.
Decent?
I like to be mid-range.
Mid-range?
Yeah, we like to shoot for the middle.
Okay, middle. So you guys are okay? They're just subpar? Okay. So today I asked these guys to bring in their like favorite, top 3 favorite genres in gaming. Because lately I've been getting into the discussion at work. It's like, what's your considered best type of gaming that you like to play, like on your free time? So for me, my first one, I honestly say, is RPG, because that's like my whole library on Steam. I literally look at it and I see Borderlands, I see Dark Souls, I just see Stellaris, which is a real-time RPG. No, not an RPG. That's a real-time strategy. My bad. I have Nier Automata.
Automata,
Yeah.
Nier Automata.
I have Skyrim. Yeah, I have a lot of RPGs.
That's a lot of RPGs. RPGs though are very good. You know.
I like RPGs because of the fact that it can be widespread. Because you can do like an MMO RPG, you can do a JRPG,
Oh.
you can do. There's many categories for it, and I like it.
Yeah.
My second one, I think I would go with turn-based strategy.
Turn-based.
Yeah, so like all the Final Fantasies.
So do you prefer turn-based where you are like standing on a grid and you have movement stats like speed?
So like Fire Emblem.
Yeah, or do you prefer like Final Fantasy where you're just lined up in a line and
Well,
you choose who attacks?
Okay, so I like the turn-based that Final Fantasy 12 did, where you could still move around, but it's still like a turn-based type thing. You just have to wait for a loading bar.
What about like Pokemon, classic Pokemon?
I like classic Pokemon. Like that was like really good back in the day.
Yeah.
That was legit. Like that was some good stuff.
It's still good stuff.
Yeah, it's still good stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I like going to a Pokemon game once in a while, playing it.
Well, I mean, before we move on, speaking of turn-based, have you heard of the new Pokemon game coming out for the Switch?
I've heard about. Isn't it an RPG?
Yeah. The mainline games of the Pokemon series have always been like RPG games in a sense, I think. But this new one, so the titles, I think they've been leaked to be like Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
So they're doing like what they do with like Fire Red and Leaf Green, right?
Yeah.
So they're bringing back the classics.
Yeah.
Okay, that seems interesting.
Yeah. Also, rumors and speculation point out, like leaks with quote leaks end quote, that the combat system is going to be revamped in this new Pokemon game.
Trust that with a grain of salt, because honestly, leaks can be whatever. Because that's what happened with Kingdom Hearts. There was leaks for Monsters Inc. World, and then it did come out, but it was some of the leaks were just like not really accurate. And
yeah, it's pretty easy to convince someone with fake evidence.
yeah. But then, like, they try to release, like, a world list. I never looked it up because I'm like, I don't want to ruin the game. No. But then, like, people announce that, like, all the worlds that they show, like, they put on the list was, like, already worlds that were announced.
Oh.
So I was like, really? That's depressing. Except Monsters, Inc. Monsters, Inc. wasn't announced until, I think it was D23.
Yeah, like, how you going to predict something that already happened?
Yeah. So I think my third one, let me think. So my third one, I like MMOs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm a really big fan of MMOs. I like the community of them.
Okay, yeah.
So like I play a game called Eve Online. I tried to explain it to Pilly last time, and it's confusing. It's literally the start of the game. It's complex. It's like, but once you get into it, I found enjoyment out of it because I had someone to start with.
Oh, who?
My friend Trevor.
I
Me and him started a few years back, and then we took a break for a while, and then we came back, and now we're like full swing in it. I have like 270 hours into the game or something.
Wow.
That's after like taking like a year and a half to 2 year hiatus on it because I couldn't afford the membership. Because MMOs, most of them are like memberships that I've been really like the big ones like Eve, World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft, yeah.
So I like them because of the fact that this map is infinite. It's so huge. To explore all of it, it would take you like 3 years.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, because it's so huge. But you'd have to be able to have the skills to get through these areas because these guys can kill you in like one shot if you're not skilled enough. It's insane. And then like if you bump into like a actual like human corporation, like with a bunch of actual players, they'll kill you instantly if you're not on their corporation.
Wow.
Like-
Savage.
Like
Jerks.
if it's their territory, they will not let you go through. And there's some areas where there's like stations. If you're in nullsec, that's what they call it, the PvP area. If you're not with their group, they will deny you access to it.
That's great. Like, how do you join X? Do you just
So there are certain requirements for certain groups. Like the one group I was trying to join, you had to go through the website, sign up, go through an interview process. Like they went through an interview process,
Jesus?
and like you had to download certain like Discord. You had to download a lot of like chat things for your computer, and then they'll review your resume, like your character sheet and all that, to see if you have enough to do it.
How dedicated are you to EVE Online?
Like no, like you had to like set time and like once a week be on for like 9 to 10 hours.
What can you benefit our clan?
Yeah, it's
with?
like
Do you sleep?
Do you sleep? Yes. You cannot come in.
no. So like one group that I was looking at, there's these things called skill points. You earn them through like doing your training and all that. And one group required 5 million skill points to even
Wow.
join the group. And at the
Yeah.
time, I was only 4 million, and everyone was like 7 to 8 million. And with it, you can cheese your way through it and just like buy these things called skill injectors and just inject the skill points so that you can level up faster.
Right.
And that's how one dude did it in our group. Like, it's to each his own. I've been doing to me, the true way of playing the game is like grinding it.
Playing the game the way it was intended to be played.
Yeah, not buying skill injectors and wasting your actual real money.
Yeah.
Because people waste real money to go buy the stuff to get it. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm solid. I don't need that. I've never gotten one. So it's like, now I think I'm almost at 5 million. And
Nice.
and my friend Trevor, he's at like 8-9 million. But he's played way longer than me. He's played like 400 hours on it.
Wow.
So just depends on how much you play. And it's real time.
That's over a year's worth of time.
Like they say right now, to do every skill in the game, it would take you
No,
over
It's not.
to do every skill in the game and take you over 17 years that they offer. And
That's crazy.
and that means like there's some people who played since the beginning that have not gotten every skill because the game's only 15 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, so like no one has every
Yeah,
skill
there's
in the
no
game.
one.
No one has every skill in the game. Like level up to level 5. It would take 17 years plus. And I'm like, holy crap.
It takes 17 years to get all the skills.
Yes, level it up to level 5.
I still think this is a really silly premise.
No, it's for people who like the space adventuring and actual real time like grinding or
Yeah,
something.
the grind for the loot. You know, you want better loot, better gear, better items, better
You
materials.
have to do the leveling and all that crap.
Yeah.
I like leveling and like grinding in general. I really
Yeah.
like doing the same thing over and over again, getting better and better results each time, and just becoming better each time. I don't want to sit on my butt for an hour staring at a screen because I want this skill, but I have to wait actual time.
But you
and
can
just sitting looking at a
you
screen.
can do stuff.
I mean, of course you could like get away from the game, but then
No,
you're
like you
not
can
in
play.
the game.
You can play while it's doing it.
Ow.
You can play while it's doing.
Why did I think this was like an installation?
No, you can actually play while it's doing that. You just gotta willingly wait for it to like load up and like do the time.
You just can't use that skill for an hour.
Yeah, if you want it leveled up. Say like I need to use like a certain gun and it requires a level 3 gunnery, and I'm only at level 1, so I have to level it up to level 3 to use that gun.
It's like Clash of Clans.
Like Clash of Clans. How is it like Clash of Clans?
Because it's like you upgrade something, and while it's being upgraded, it's not being used because it's being upgraded. So it's not functioning the same way it would if it was not being upgraded. You know, it's not normal business as usual.
But it's your skill.
Yeah, like depending on your skill, like it's in a skill tree.
That could be an attack. That could be like I don't know. Just the way I usually play most like RPG games or really any games, I have an elite. I find the best skills that I know will be like, yes, I'm gonna use these, and then I just use those.
Well, you could
very
still do
anime-esque.
that.
Well, it's like
But my if I had like a main one, and then I put it on to on a loading time for 3 hours, I'm just not gonna play for 3 hours.
What?
This is just a very personalized. Like I don't enjoy this kind
Okay.
of.
okay.
I mean, it does give an easy avenue into using weapons you wouldn't normally use.
So like your
or
level
skills.
your level 1s are not that long. It takes like maybe 25 to 40 minutes at most to like get a level 1 in some things.
You have to have dedication into this.
Yes,
Well,
yeah, you to be honest, yes.
You gotta understand it's an RTS. That's just part of the mechanics of an RTS game. You know.
An MMO RTS.
Yeah, as time moves on, the game moves on. Like that's why it's called real-time strategy, 'cause you have to take real time into the consideration.
Like right now, I'm doing a skill for cruisers, and to me this is a little ridiculous how long I had to wait for it. I literally had to wait 24 days. I'm only halfway done.
You waited 24 days and you're halfway done.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah, to me that like those skills are kind of ridiculous, but I need them to get access to certain ships and certain items that I need.
I applaud your dedication to this game.
You never play it, I know. So that's a,
I
that-
never
I mean,
will.
there's other things though, and I'm not trying to convince you to buy it. I just, in order to play devil's
Ye-
advocate.
you can play this game for free. Like there's a free version and then there's the paid version. The free version, once you get to a certain like skill, like for me, if I want to continue playing this game, most of the skills that I have, like I have to be a member if I want to play it.
Mm.
Like that's like I have to be paying to play because some of these skills that I have are member exclusive only, and I've leveled them up to level 5.
Cool.
So it's like, yeah, I'm a member. I have to be a member. So like if I stop playing, I just don't touch my account for a while, and if I can't afford it again, I pay for it and go.
Mm.
So the free version, it takes a little longer. I did the free version for like
takes even longer.
yeah, double the time. So it's like if you want to play for free, it's a true grind. That's like legit true grind. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, the weird part is the grinding is waiting.
Yeah, the grinding is waiting.
It's not playing, it's waiting
That's
to play.
that's what I that yeah.
You can
yeah,
play,
yeah. You described my
but I
Yeah,
like
I
you
don't
can play. I do missions. I do certain things for different groups. Like I'm right now doing missions for the Sisters of Eve, they call them. So, and they give me skill. They give me loyalty points, and after a while of doing missions for them, I can earn like ships and stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing is like when they have these games like this, they a lot of times will try to offset the amount of waiting that you have to do with just content in the game and stuff, little things you can do that'll have like a sense of progression, but a slower sense of progression.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean a quicker sense of progression short term, but a slower sense of progression long term. So like, for instance, like in Clash of Clans, which is an RTS game, it's there's a lot of like you need to use your builders to upgrade your buildings, but when they're being upgraded, not only can the buildings not be used, but the builders that are upgrading the buildings can't be used either.
It's like a mobile game, like for like Clash of Clans, exactly. Like you wait for the level ups.
Yeah, but there's like you can get your army going and you can go attack goblins or you can go attack other players' bases.
Yeah.
And now there's even a second island where you can go and
Yeah.
mess with your other island.
That's exactly what it is. Like you're just doing that. So Tui, I want to ask you your top 3.
Yeah, okay, so I would say in no particular order, but one of my top 3 favorite would probably be platformers. I love platformer games, Mario, Super Meat Boy, like Celeste, like I don't know what it is about that's the thing is I'm not even sure what it is. I just love them. It's just something about successfully getting through a level like perfectly after messing up 100 times.
So
you
like
know?
so like Battle Block Theater,
Yeah, Battle Block Theater.
but that's a
perfect
co-op
example.
platform.
Yeah,
That's
it's so much better with friends.
yes, it is because it makes it funny.
Yeah, especially when you put the subtitles on like what is it, blabbering or never stop talking.
Yeah, it's actually really funny. But
Yeah, okay, so and then another one of my favorite genres in gaming, I would say TCG games, trading card games. Yeah. Like Hearthstone.
oh, you're a big Hearthstone fan?
I'm not a huge Hearthstone fan. I did play it for a little bit. I don't play it right now. I don't have enough room on my phone. But like Smite, Hand of the Gods. I've been a huge fan of Yu-Gi-Oh since I was really young.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they actually have the phone game on Steam. That new one, that Yu-Gi-Oh
Yeah.
Links. I actually played it on Steam. It's
How
better.
is it?
It's better on the phone. I'm not gonna lie. It's way better on the phone.
It's pretty nice.
I've not even gotten into it.
It seems very convenient to be able to just duel someone. But anyway, and the reason why I like TCG so much is there's a certain amount of strategy that happens like that comes into play when you're playing a trading card game. And the thing about strategy is that the more you strategize, the deeper your strategies become. Like your future strategies will be based on the success or the failure of your current strategies.
Yeah.
And of course there are other game modes that utilize strategy very, very well, but I personally think TCG is like underrated as like to have a strategy element in those type of games.
Yeah. What's your last one?
My last this is a very difficult decision to make.
It was difficult when I had to look at my 3. Like really, it was really difficult to think about it.
Yeah, I think fighting games.
Yeah.
Fighting games.
Oh my gosh, growing up with you, yeah, your fighting games were like a thing. That was a real thing.
Yeah, and the thing is, when I was really young, I actually did not like fighting games because I
Really?
sucked at them. I was really bad. I was trash.
What is this, like Dark Souls all over again? Get good thing?
It's like Dark Souls except 5-year-olds instead of AI or whatever bots, like I was just trash. But I ran into this, pretty little young thing named Super Smash Brothers, and it's just been, my life has been better ever since. Yeah.
It's gotten more improved.
Relationship goals.
Yes, Bay goals.
Is Smash Bros.
It's good.
Yeah.
That's what we want. And the same thing, strategy goes into fighting games as much as TCG games. It's just that the fighting games are the combat's more fluid. It has the opportunity to be more smooth.
Yeah.
The combos, that can be set up can be inescapable sometimes. It's pretty enthralling.
Yeah. I like those games. Those games are some actually really good ones that I've played, and I really enjoy them.
Yeah.
So Billy, last but not least, what is your top 3?
Well, in no particular order, it would be RPG, and then
Why?
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 Because I love. My most favorite thing in this world, in any world, is being able to look through someone else's eyes and understand a perspective that I did not see before.
Okay.
Yeah,
That ex-
I really like that feeling.
Okay.
It's my favorite feeling.
Almost like playing a role.
Yeah,
All right.
almost like that.
Oh
In
my-
a role-playing game.
exactly
A role playing game.
A role playing game. And then my second favorite would be racing, because I like beating people,
Ooh.
but I don't like. I like beating people at simple games, like racing. Am I faster than you?
Well, like
That's
well,
all
like,
it comes
well,
down
like
to.
Mario Kart.
I was thinking more like Forza.
Forza.
Wow.
You
Okay.
know,
Okay.
Like Need for Speed.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
But
Road
also
trip.
Mario Kart is like straight up racing.
Road trip for the GameCube.
Burnout.
Burnout.
I don't think.
So Burnout's like a racing game where some of the objects of the game were to either you can face friends and see who can do the most damage to their vehicles in like traffic, and and then
And
there's Burnout
flip.
Paradise where it's like where they took the racing aspect of it and see if you're better than everyone.
I don't really. Yeah, I like you said. Like it does kind of like there are some points where you need to crash your car.
Mm-hmm.
It is like almost a requirement, and so I've never thought of it as a racing game, but I could see why you say that.
I think
Yeah.
my favorite Burnout was Burnout 3 because honestly, it was on the GameCube. I was driving so fast once, like I hit a semi and the semi flipped and crushed like 5 cars. I got like 9 million out of that, and I was like, and then I realized that I was kind of being a sadistic murderer, so I
Yeah.
threw that game away.
Becoming, I see that
I threw that game away. No, my mother threw that game away. Love her to death, but you know, don't throw my games away, please.
She saw what was happening to her little boy.
Yeah, becoming a mass murderer with cars. But what is your last one?
My last one is turn-based strategy.
I can see that.
But
Yes.
Like,
why?
Battle. But
Why?
Why? Well, I'm not sure. I like strategy, but I've been thinking about this since we brought it up, like last week or something. This topic, and I cannot come up with a reason. I know I love it.
Is it for like more of
just
the more of the aspect of like you're controlling like say like a certain amount of people and you're making these precise moves to like defeat a level, something like that? Oh, you just
It's fun. It's so fun. It brings me joy.
okay.
That's about all I can say.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's really, I like it.
That's fine. Well, with like your favorite games, is there genres out there like that you don't like?
Yes.
Okay, name me a few.
That was quick.
Sports.
Why? Why do you hate
Because
sports?
they are garbage every single time. I don't understand why we keep putting up this pile of garbage every single year, and it's the same freaking mechanics. You throw the ball. Do they catch it? Well, roll the dice. There's no guarantee ever that I have seen. Every single sports game I've played, every single one is there's a chance that you might get it, but there's also a chance that you won't. I don't like that. I don't like malfunctioning.
I
things.
definitely think that is an ignorant perspective.
Yes.
Coming at the
Very,
sports, you know,
very ignorant.
the innovation that they put into the gameplay of the sports games most of it's very nuanced and very like unnoticeable to someone who doesn't play it.
Casual.
Yeah, I've dived in over 100 hours on some basketball games
Sorry to hear that.
because I actually enjoy the stories that they do. Like my latest one, I'm doing a my career on NBA 2K17. It's not the greatest one in the world, but I like it.
It's very interesting. It's a very
Yeah.
interesting like hook of gameplay.
It is a
of my
ni-
career.
It is a niche. Like you have to be a sports fan. Like right now they're doing recently they just did I think their 2K like sports tournament for the games. Like you have 5 players on a team and they play basketball and they actually play games against other teams.
It's so lifelike.
Yes.
Have
Why
you
would
heard?
You want to make a game lifelike? Why not just play life?
What about Skyrim?
Skyrim is nowhere near lifelike.
Yeah,
it's
is.
ridiculous.
Well, yeah, it's based in a fantasy setting,
Yeah,
but it looks lifelike.
it looks lifelike.
Okay, all right.
but the
What about Grand
mechanics
Theft
are not
Auto?
Horrible. Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
You can cheat.
You can cheat in any game.
Well, the problem with sports games specifically is that they're trying to be a game that you can play in real life, and so there is fault. There is if you shoot the ball, there's a chance that the ball will not go in, even if you have set it up to be the perfect shot. You are doing a layup with a character with maxed out, layup stats. There's still a chance you're not gonna get it.
What about trading card games?
That's life.
Trading card games. Wait, what about? What do you mean?
It's something you could do in real life. It's just cards. It's just a card game.
Yes.
Why are you doing it on the computer?
Why are you doing it on a computer?
Well, that's what I'm saying. But you said you liked trading card games earlier. That's the only reason I'm bringing it up.
I do like it. Well,
And the reasoning does. It's
not that
because
it's
the reasoning
digitized.
contradicts.
It's not that it's digitized. It's that they are actively. It seems like, from my perspective, that they are trying to make it a real life game, and they're adding these really strange and unnecessary things. Like if you shoot the ball from this point, no matter what, like it's a game. There should
Well,
be
okay,
something
alright.
that is the same every time, right?
But like you see how, like, your knowledge of the mechanics is limited.
True.
And so like you're trying to dig in and use that as a reasoning, but your knowledge of the mechanics is limited. My
Yes.
knowledge of the mechanics is also limited. However, I am 100% certain there is a way to guarantee you'll make it. I just don't know how to do it.
Yeah, there's like
I never
also-
figured
So
out how
the-
to do it
so
in
I
those games.
also
So-
have never figured
so
it
in
out.
2K17 they have this bar that you can like if you're pulling the right analog stick back, it goes white and there's this little marker. If you hit that marker, like 9 times out of 10 you'll make the shot.
9 times out of
But then
Hannah also.
But then if you go pull the right stick and you let go of it just right and it goes green, it's an guaranteed automatic 100% shot. Like you make it no matter what if you can get it green.
Yeah, and it being green is triggered by you hitting the mark.
Like exactly.
I've seen, and I'm not sure. I think it's Madden 2016. I saw Hannah kick a ball from one side of the field, start of the game. He kicks the ball.
Yeah.
And it goes directly to the person I am controlling. I move my person under the ball in
Mhm.
the circle, signified.
Yeah.
And he did not pick up the ball. The ball bounced on top through this player and then just went. And then Hannah got the goal because none of my people could touch the ball.
Cause you assume they do it without you pressing a button.
I was mashing buttons.
Oh, cause you were mashing, but you were pressing every button, expecting that to work.
Yes.
No. No.
Anything. Expecting anything.
So
hoping anything could work.
when
but
this
nothing
when
will
this
work.
when the start of the game they kick it off and then they'll have that guy come up and stand under there and if you do nothing he'll catch it.
Well, but the thing is, if you are not, if like the football player you're controlling, you physically move your analog stick to move him under the ball. Like, I believe, I don't think it just like locks onto you. I think at that point you have to,
Like
There's a
position
certain-
yourself.
yeah, there's a certain button you press in order to try to catch the football on when you're on defense.
What about any
Or offense
other
or whatever.
player approaching the ball?
That's
I-
not how
I
the
know-
game works.
I know that's how the game works. If you get close enough, it just kind of like Like you said, if you're just standing there, you'll
You-
catch the ball.
Yeah, you're like if you're for like the kickoff, but if you're like say like the quarterback, you say hike, the ball goes back. You'll see guys going around. You throw it to a dude. You have the potential of the cornerback, the defensive guy, blocking your wide receiver. If you
Wait, what? From the kickoff?
no after like say like you're in the play motion and like the only way to get the ball from the player that like caught it from like if you caught it and started running, the only way to get the ball out of the guy's hand is even as is if you strip it from them or you hit them hard enough where they drop it.
What if you don't catch it?
Well, then so if you touch it in the game, if one of your characters touches it, it's fair game.
So if it goes through him,
Through him,
it would be my ball.
that might be just
If
a
it was
malfunction
my
in the
character.
game. To
That's
be
what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
How
That has
many
happened
times-
multiple times in multiple games.
Okay, and you matched every single time?
No, not
Oh.
every single time. Most of the time, but there were times
Ah.
where the person that I play with sports games the most with, Henna, has been like, wait, just be patient, calm down, because I always get aggravated like I am now, because it doesn't make sense to me why when I press the tackle button it doesn't tackle, or when
Well-
I press the sprint button I stop.
Well, technically they got rid of the sprint button, so there's no sprint button in the game.
In 2016,
Yeah, they got rid of it in 2013.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That here comes in
See,
our
I
limited
I've been
knowledge
playing
of
Madden
the
since
mechanics.
07. They had the sprint button until 2013, and then they got rid of it.
What about if I throw the ball and there's no one around and there's one player in the
End zone?
end zone alone with no one to block it, and I throw the ball and it arcs and it's straight to him and it lands and it goes through his hands and he does not catch it?
Yeah, that's
Is
what.
there a way to catch the ball? Press a button?
So like you can switch to your character, like as you're switching characters, you can go and hit like on Xbox it's the Y button.
Mm.
You can go
To catch,
jump
to,
up
to jump
and,
in
and
order to catch.
try to catch it.
Then why can I never get it to work? Is it just that I am so bad at sports game, every single sports game I have ever played, that there are multiple times where I just can't I can't do the thing? Or is it that there is something in sports games that I just don't understand? I just want to know.
I think-
Is it that you go through the entire tutorial with the attitude of learning how to specifically play this game, or is it that you jump into a game with Henna and don't know how to play?
I go through the tutorial and then I jump into a game with Henna.
Okay.
And I know, once I've played, well, not like I can't say every time.
I think it's timing because do you so like when you're trying to catch it, do you try to catch it right at the right time or do you click the button like as soon as you switch to your character?
I press it at least 5 times so that I can
See-
make sure it happens.
Yeah, that's
See, you-
smashing.
That's mashing. You can't mash. You actually have to like when you throw it, you have to you actually have to have the right timing to catch it.
Even pressing, like even if you're waiting for the timing and the timing is almost there and you press it 1, 2, 3 really quick times, that's mashing still.
So, it's just sports games are just not meant for casual players. You have to have precision beyond what a normal person has.
I think with your specific preference, you would need that in order to enjoy it, but other people play them for different reasons.
Yeah.
You got me there.
Sports games are meant for more casual players.
That don't care
That don't care
about it as much as you do. See
Yeah.
how you get passionate about it and you're aggravated?
See,
They're just like, oh, I missed.
I
I'll just
missed.
shoot again.
damn, whatever.
You know?
Yeah.
I just-
And see, you gotta like sports. That's the thing. You gotta like sports.
I love sports. I just hate sports games.
You love
I
playing
like
sports
playing football. I like playing rugby, soccer, whatever. It's all fun.
and
With sports
watching them?
games, well, they're not watching. them.
Yeah. See,
No.
that's the
Do
thing.
you specifically dislike watching them?
I don't dislike watching them. I'm more than willing to watch them.
No specific attitude towards it.
See, these games are meant for like those super fans of the teams that want to play them.
Yeah, that want to
have
they
they
want to know the roster because they want their favorite
Yeah,
NBA player
or their favorite
NFL player.
That's yeah.
So-
Yes. Sports. I feel like sports games are tailored towards these people, and they're not for video game players. They're for sports fans.
Well, I mean, why why is that bad?
I'm a video game.
I didn't say it was bad.
Oh, okay, never mind. I apologize.
That's just what I'm saying. I'm not particularly like a sports fan. You know, I don't suck sports dick. So
Oh, thanks,
let's not.
thanks. I'm from Boston, yo. I am a diehard fan of all the teams.
Unfortunate.
You know what? You got to go to a live game. They're worth it.
I would love to go to a live game. Actually, I think that'd be really fun.
It actually is really worth it. It's a great experience. I love going to live games.
I'll go for the
So-
food.
Okay, so is there any other titles, genres?
That I don't that like we are not fond of.
Like not fond of, you dislike them for a certain reason or
MMO.
something like that.
I don't like MMOs.
You don't like the grind. I don't feel like.
No, I love
Well-
the grind. I just don't like it when my progression is dependent upon someone else. I don't like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think there are MMOs that don't do that though.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to
the-
try them out.
Like DFO.
Oh, I loved DFO
Dungeon
was
Fighter
was an
Online was an
exception.
MMO
It
that
was so
was very
It's still on Steam.
yeah, like Maple Story.
Yeah,
and
you can play Dungeon Fighter on Steam.
it's
Actually,
back.
I think there's a
It
free.
never left. It just left North America.
It left North America. Yeah.
I
know.
think you can. I think
So
you
for
can.
us-
You can either play it for free, but they do offer like a $10 version where it's like there's more exclusive stuff and all that. You just one time pay.
I'd be willing
No,
to.
I'm not about that life.
I am.
But you,
Okay, you
there's
are.
a
Yeah.
free version.
That's good.
So
There's
that
also a
would
free
be the
version.
one for me.
Yeah, see the thing is like I'm that guy that if I don't have money, I am 100% advocate for free to play. Fuck everybody who pays for gems.
yeah, see,
You're all bitches. But when I do have money, it's like,
I'm doing it.
but it's only $5.
It's
Yeah.
only $5. It's only $10.
Hey,
I feel it.
Yeah, but I will say for games genres that we don't really like, I can't really get behind this whole like all the Telltale series.
oh, you don't like Episonics or something like that?
And it's not the episodic format of like the game and how it's structured. It's I just can't sit through it, man. I just can't sit down for that long.
I don't want to. If I want to watch a movie, I'm gonna watch a movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if I want to watch a movie and press A every half an hour and move over, like. And I will say I'm not trying to put down the Telltale series. It's a good series. They're good games, developed well.
Depends on.
Okay, maybe not all of them.
Depends on the game. For real, like my personal opinion, all the Batmans,
Garbage.
they are subpar to like mediocre.
What would you say the best one that's come out? so far is?
Wolf Among Us.
Really?
That's their best one they've ever put out.
I thought you were gonna say Borderlands.
No, Tales of Borderlands. No.
That one was
No.
garbage.
That one
Even
was
as a fan of
okay. That
Borderlands.
wasn't great.
So
So if I had to rate it, it'd be like Wolf Among Us, then what was it? Walking Dead episode 1,
yeah.
then like
Season 1.
most of the Walking Deads. I actually played like season 3. Season 3 is better than season 2.
Yeah, I heard
I
season
like-
1 is better than most other Telltale games.
Yes, it's so good, so flipping good. When I got through
But
it, I
came
cried.
first.
I cried so hard when I finished Walking Dead season 1.
That's crazy. Yeah. Oh well. I mean, no spoilers, right?
Yeah, it was sad, just sad.
Very sad.
Well, if you haven't
face.
played it yet, it's a 5-year-old game, 6 years old. I'm just gonna say that
Yeah, man.
get in the times.
Come on.
Steam sells them on summer sales for like $5 a piece. So,
What are you doing with yourself?
and they're on most like local stores for like on the PSN, the Xbox Live for like $5.
Have some self-respect. And
Like
buy
Life
it.
is Strange is the whole thing you can get for like $5 on Humble Bundle or something.
Humble Bundle, is that a thing?
Yeah, that's a real thing. Like
What?
you can pay $12 a month to charity, and they'll give you like free games, free
I-
game
Like
codes.
a
Oh.
sponsor.
That's not. At least it's not donating, right?
Oh yeah, not donating. You're
It's like I'm donating and receiving a reward for it.
You are. That's basically what it is. You're donating and
it's
receiving.
not donating. You're paying for whatever this is
No,
that you're
so
getting.
like I just bought a game off Humble Bundle yesterday, and they asked me, do I want to donate an extra like $2 to charity? And I said, yeah, sure.
let's do it.
Yeah, so I donated. So I had no regrets of donating because
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to be charitable today.
$2. It's just tomorrow's lunch.
And next week's like drinks, you know.
Yeah.
So the one thing I don't like is how battle royales have become so popular.
Battle Royale.
So
Battle
like
Royale.
Fortnite and like PUBG. I like shooters. Don't get me wrong. I like shooters, but it's when the competitiveness is mainly in the game, like where it's just one versus 100 fight, like the PvP concept of it. Because I love PvP, like Dark Souls. I love Dark Souls PvP, but I don't like 1 versus 100 and like your map just starts shrinking and you have to like go fight, just shoot each other, and that's basically the whole concept of the game.
It's definitely very interesting. It's like you drop 100 people onto an island.
Yeah.
You give them guns. You give them grenades.
You start with nothing, and you gotta
Yeah.
find everything.
and then when one person's left, they win.
Yep. I don't like those. That's
Just
just
like-
my preference. It's not like when Fortnite became more popular. I tried it. I gave it my all. I gave it a shot. I played for about 4 or 5 hours with some people that I knew, and they're like, "Oh, this is great, right?" I'd rather go play something else, to be honest. I don't want to waste my time. But it's so popular now. It's like everyone's like wanting those types of streams and those types of games, and I'm like, try something new. That's a cat. I feel like those battle royales are meant for like some more casual shooters.
Yeah.
Players.
Well, the thing is that it is. It totally is, and that's why it's one of the biggest ones. Is because casuals see it and they're like, "I could do that,"
I can
You
do
know,
it.
and then they try it and they do it. It's the thing is that the people that are spending a lot of time in a game like Fortnite are people that care more about like getting better at the game than like playing the game itself. You know what I mean?
So improving, yeah.
Yeah. But when progression, like when a desire for progression overrides the desire to have fun, like that's when it gets weird for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, I just don't find those interesting. And like, I thought that it was a cool concept when it first came out, but then it's just like, I'm more of a like an extreme gamer. I've come to that point where I'm like, I'm diving in 30 hours a week on
Right.
gaming. So it's like 15 to 30 hours a week. But now like anime's coming back into my life, so
Yeah, I
I'm
feel
I'm getting into that. So I think we're gonna call it. Leave a comment. What is your favorite and least favorite games? Because I'd like to see what you guys come up with for like your genres. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I like when people hit the subscribe button. It really helps. Smash that like button just to show your support if you like the content. And you guys have a great day.